From a 40-year heritage came a new idea. The best teams, maximum volleyball entertainment in AVP League play. Tonight, two upstart rookies face the gold medalists in what will be their final event. A new day dawned in 2024. This weekend, Season 1 hits a crescendo. Welcome to the AVP League Championships. In the home of the LA Galaxy, we conclude our very first season of league play. The beautiful Dignity Health Sports Park, our host for this final weekend as we look forward to giving out the championship belts. Yes, please. Vying for this title, first up, Dallas. The Dallas Dream, Kylie, Deberg, Hailey, Harward, alongside the unbeaten Andy Benish and Miles Partain taking the sand here in our stadium court. And tonight, they'll try and put the Miami Mayhem to sleep. It's been difficult to do all year. Trevor Crabb and Theo Brunner alongside Alix, Klineman and April Ross in their final event. Top 4 teams made this championship weekend, and here's how it lays out. Oh, well, this is just our regular format. Okay. Best of 3 sets, all sets to 15. You must win by 2, 1 timeout per team per set. If teams split matches, we will go to a golden set. Welcome inside, everybody. Kevin Barnett back with Case Patterson and what's your name? Cameron Irwin. That's right. We're all back together again. We're excited about this event. Boy, we have the championship to give out. 4 teams qualified through the 8 weeks of running through it. And Cameron, first up, the Dream.
Dallas Dream has been superb, especially when you look to both the men's side, who have been undefeated. They've only dropped 1 set through the entirety. However, the women's side is where I'm focused in. This is where we're getting our night started. And Hailey Harward has been nearly unstoppable defensively. She's taking 34% of the balls that are coming across the net. That is the highest mark on the women's side. I'm going to look to see, though, can she find the transition opportunities and look for those kills against this A team, a team they've already taken down once this season.
Yeah, success before. Now the A team, Casey, for them, the last ride together, pretty special weekend.
Yeah, it's a super special weekend, right? I feel like motivation is at an all-time high. This is their last chance to play together. I feel like they're going to let the fireworks flow, and it's going to be special for them. So I feel like for them, it's just all top end, and there's nothing to lose here.
All right, Cameron, you've reflected a little bit on what it's been like to cover the A team.
It's been just incredible. What an iconic journey they've had, and their legacy will continue now off the court. I can't wait to see their next steps. Yeah,
Mark Sherman's going to take them onto the court for not the last time, perhaps, they have to win. We'll see how long it can continue. Let's get down to Mark, and let's get started here on a Saturday night.
Semifinal number 1. Let's meet everybody first for the Miami Mayhem. Wearing the number 1, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall out of USC, it's April Ross. And wearing the number 2, standing 6 feet 5 inches tall out of Stanford, it's Alix Klineman. And their opponents, the Dallas Dream. Wearing the number 1, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall out of USC, it's Hailey Harward. And her wearing the number 2, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall out of LSU, it's Kylie Deberg.
As we talked about coming in, this is not the first time these teams have met. We go back to week 3, Deberg and Harward in a 3-set thriller, 18-16 in that 3rd set. Can they do it again? A partnership with so much potential and a partnership with so much history. Pretty interesting contrast.
Yes, without a doubt. And I think both of these teams, though, share one similarity, and that's the fact that they've improved their performance and their play throughout the entirety of league play. Watch for Hailey Harward, though. She's got to find some service pressure.
Harward will work first on April Ross. She'll go high over the line, and it's successful. The legend April Ross starts out with a smooth side out, announcing her retirement a number of weeks ago. Alix Klineman just this week dropping the same bomb on all of us.
Right?
Yeah, it's
well,
sad.
I am too. I'm retiring too. Right?
You've already had your party,
Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah. Yeah.
So April serves. This will be Harward right side, and that is unable to be handled by a retreating Alix Klineman.
It's to be interesting here. There's a little bit, we're outside again. So there's even if it's a slight breeze, there's a little bit of a different dynamic here. The ball is affected in just a small amount that could affect big plays.
It's a beautiful high-pressure day here in Southern California where you don't have a ton of weather happening in the South Bay. It'll be windy elsewhere around Southern California, but the South Bay where we're located will stay pretty stagnant, sunny and a little bit chilly tonight, so it'll be interesting to follow that. Right side, Harward against Klineman. She'll go very high and right to the back line.
Well, and it's amazing, too, what the shot from Hailey Harward, but as you look to tonight's matchups, what we've got coming.
Yeah, the unbeaten Andy Benish and Miles Partain. Looking forward to that. Theo Brunner and Trevor Kemp. I love when the big men face off in that one. I can't wait.
Right? It's going to be a battle.
That ball will be put down the middle. Kind of a tough pass. Klineman recovers. That ball's still alive. Here comes Harward. To Cameron's point, has to convert these kind of opportunities, and she does.
I mean, that's so critical, especially her shifting back behind again and finding the aggressive play down the line. Just one block in the last time these two teams met. A little astonishing as you see this touch from Deberg. I think that's going to be an interesting point to follow throughout this match.
Yeah, Cam, you hit it. It was a very offensive match. The A team spent a lot of time serving Deberg. So far, we've seen Harward get a number of chances, including here. She covers herself. And you can't get a hold of that one. There's no battling Alix on top of the net, although she's been called over.
I want the net camera here. I want to see the camera that's along the net for that type of play. I want to see what the refs see during these overcalls and how they call them. I've always been curious about that.
When Alix missed it, so that's the call.
I like the argument there from April Ross, though, saying your head was on the opposite side of the net. How could you have seen exactly how far we picked it up on our ref mic? As you see a look here.
Right, and in the moment, how do you know the ball 100% crosses the plane? Like, that's such a hard call to make.
I always thought if I could hit it, it's mine.
Right, yeah, it should be.
That ball finds the back line again. Harward has it measured tonight.
She's dialed on defense, though, like that. She's got this smooth, she's not fully committed. She's kind of floating in, able to bounce out if she needs to, and then she's made two good decisions already going at the puller, going at Alix, who's pulling off the net.
They did get to that deuce third set last time they met, and both the blockers were on fire, hit over 700 in that particular set. That meeting was back at the end of September in Viejas Arena. Championships, strangely enough, are a complete repeat of that Viejas event.
Right.
Bad pass, but it's a good pass in this case.
Oops, my bad. I mean, you're welcome.
You know, after all the April Ross over on one, it's good she gets one back at the end here.
Well, they changed the target, right? Going after Deberg, who was the target in the first time they matched up. Harward has proven to stay away from at this point.
That one crushed into the angle.
I like April's distance here on the set from Alix. Every time she's had the perfect amount to make Kylie feel like she has to almost reach a little bit more than she probably is comfortable, so that, you know, her flat line is available most of the time right now.
Right.
Tough pass, and that was just inside a sprinting Klineman. Dallas Dream off to a nice start here.
I mean, Hailey has been floating and scooping. She's feeling really good. At warm-up, she must have had really gotten dialed in during that warm-up today.
April. Not a lot of room left there, and it's closed down by Deberg. Beautiful start for the youngsters. We head down courtside of the fourth member of our team, Rich Lamborn.
Thank you, guys. We know that the Miami Mayhem team, the A team, got into this event on a wild card, a well-deserved wild card at that. They got a little bit of their work cut out for them this evening, facing tremendous defense from Kylie Deberg and Hailey Harward right now. Can they muster up a final push and kind of their swan song as a team? Let's find out.
They'll have a little bit of an uphill climb here in the first set. Working on April once again, bump set. To that left side, and it's Deberg, back-to-back blocks.
They've got the A team in a tough spot right now. Watch the press here. Kylie Deberg goes back-to-back, late on that line, covering with the hand, well placed.
Where's that bag? Let's get it started. Let's give the people what they want.
I think those last two sets that April got were a little bit tighter than the ones initially in the match. She started with that good high flat line. So I think now she's trying to kind of swing her way out and tool the block.
Big block like we just saw, everybody.
And while we have just a minor timeout, let's take a look at the Miami Mayhem and how they've gotten to the championship weekend.
Hands up, big help. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
P League shows up right here in the great state of Florida, week 5.
What a shot there from April Ross. She finds a little bit of an extra slice on that line shot.
Paredes. Oh, and a double contact.
You would have to look at April Ross as the clear MVP of this match.
Nice soft block, but he sets it over the net. Phil does, and he wish he could have that one back, but that's going to seal the deal.
It's their stadium, and they played like it. We come to Oceanside for week number 6. The Miami Mayhem really need every win here to try and get into the top 4 straight down the line with the victory. Theo with the dig. And the conversion. Good night now in the second. Miami Mayhem on the women's side, they really need a victory here to try and extend April Ross's career. How do they do it?
They need to really impose their will on this Brooklyn Blaze team to be successful.
April finds the line. Bettering the ball, the legend April Ross and her partner Alix Klineman do their part to try and punch a Mayhem ticket to the championships. It was a battle all season long, and it's a battle here in the first set. Kevin Barnett, Cameron Irwin, and Casey Patterson, along with Rich Lamborn on the sidelines, enjoying our first of 4 on the evening. Deberg with a couple of blocks. She's been among the league leaders in blocks, coming in with 23. She's extended that by 2 here in this first set. Serving Deberg again after they checked out Harward early, and Deberg will have an easy line shot that time.
And extending the lead here 10-5, but it's notable as well, the last time these two teams met, Klineman actually had negative numbers in that first set, which they dropped. Then she climbed to 600 and then 700 in that third set. So even though they didn't take home the win, the first set was a bit of a problem for them.
Return shot down the line on the left-hand side by April Ross, medal of every color. And at different times, arguably the best player on the planet. Remember her carrying a very wounded Kerry Walsh through the Olympic qualifying. Just trying to make sure they had their spot in the Olympics before they could make that run. That ended in Rio with a silver medal. Pardon me, a bronze medal.
April's got such a great ability to be kind of the all-around player and take over and impose her will, like you said. Even having a chance and playing with Lauren Fendrick for the first time, and they got a silver world champs, and you're like, oh, okay, April, you can kind of take anybody here and just, you know, really play that role that you need to play.
And we've seen the entire development of Alix Klineman alongside April Ross. Starting out in Austin, and Cam, you had a post this week about that moment, but we saw all that training that went into crafting Alix into what she became a couple of years later.
And there were so many question marks with this duo, right, in the beginning. Well, they picked up that big title internationally. It was indoors, so the question marks were, well, she's an indoor player. Can she play on the sand? Can she play in windy conditions? Well, she answered every single one of those questions with a resounding, I am more than capable, picking up the gold.
Yeah, I like how people try to take it away, too, because they won their first event at The Hague indoors, and it was like, well, it was indoors.
Right. There's no way she could do that outdoors, even though it's still sand. You're like, okay, I'll show you.
It's not like she's 6'5" and athletic.
You're right, and passes nails.
Come on. Yeah, always been an outside hitter and a full unicorn, Alix Klineman. From right here, Manhattan Beach nearby, about 20 minutes away from Dignity Health Sports Park. Our home for the weekend in the championships. 12-8, still within striking distance, but coming up close here as we played a 15, win by 2, and our best of 3. Jump serve coming. This can be a weapon. Not this time. Alix will move to the middle. And go right through the outstretched arms of Deberg.
Such a good swing because she, little inside set, she leans angle like she's going to hit that angle chop and then just goes high middle as a blocker. There's no way for you to be like, oh, she's going to go high middle. Let me touch that. There's no way. That's the perfect swing.
A little bit off the net, Harward trying to make something out of nothing. Cannot. April, short pokey to the line side.
Love the communication there from the A team, but you see the out of system play on the other side for the Dallas Dream on this extended set. This is actually where I think they've done a lot of damage through league play. Oftentimes they stay aggressive in those moments, but that time fended off by the A team.
All 3 of the Dream's victories in league play have come in 3 sets as that ball eventually crawls down on the Mayhem side. And of the 9 sets, 7 were 3 points or less. The margins have been so small between not only the wins, but also the losses for Deberg and Harward. I feel like they've been riding that edge just like that ball rides the cable the entire league season.
That's their whole season. Just blow on it. You have to go over.
Cut the call, another block. Net violation is going to take it away.
Kylie says no, 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 no.
Kylie is going to disagree vehemently.
The referee says yes, emphatically yes.
Issue is how do you even challenge that? You can't fight that. That's old school. You just got to talk to the ref and hope you can leverage your way into a real point later on, maybe in the next set or at match point.
Well, especially here for the Dream, move on. You're up. Look for a side out. Deberg's been getting all the action as of late. That continues here.
And no one line.
Taking a hack at it right down the middle. That's a winner.
And that's a perfect example. Not the best pass, but because of this shallow sand, Deberg benefits in terms of being aggressive. She's still 5 feet off the net and just takes an absolute whack at the ball.
Set point. Tough serve. Deberg with a good joust. She wins again. Her partner will not be able to run that one down, and the Mayhem hold it off for one more.
I love that point you make, though. Cameron talked about that earlier. The out of system, but still in system type play. That's the kind that I loved. Like, let's make this blocker feel like they don't know whether to pull or stay up. And then I'm going to let them know that they shouldn't have done either of those because it's the wrong answer.
Don't pull on me.
Yeah, don't stay up on me or pull.
Set point number 2 is a service long from Alix Klineman, and this first set is over 15-12 in favor of Harward and Deberg. But if their pattern is to be believed, we're in for a lot more volleyball here. Will the Dream sweep, or can the Mayhem continue to extend? We're off and running here in Southern California. The AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP.
How about a little magic, huh?
First set goes to Harward and Deberg here at Dignity Health Sports Park. We began and we will end in Los Angeles with a lot of fun games. And Mark Sherman, courtside, this is not where I'd want to be. I mean, here, yes, with the dizzy bat? No.
Yeah, never on that dizzy bat. I can barely sit in the passenger seat of a car without getting sick. I'm so weak.
So a little trivia time. Jeopardy style.
Ooh, I was going to say survey says, wrong game.
The only other player to team with Alix Klineman internationally during her beach career. You have to answer Jeopardy style.
Hailey Harward.
Who is Hailey Harward? But you have to say who is.
Who is Hailey Harward?
Yes.
That is correct. Klineman and Harward played 2 international events together. It was back in 2023 in the fall. And now, maybe she's here for the final match of Alix Klineman's career.
That's cool.
On the other side of the net.
That's rad.
It's interesting, the timing of the announcements, because Alix had made the decision before April announced her retirement and said, I'll give you a week, but then gave her a lot more space.
Right. You're like, that's kind of how I remember, you know, Jake, Rosie, me, Nick, we're all at the kind of same time, but not really. We're like, we're stepping on each other's toes. Like, I don't know, how much time is there? What do we do? So it's interesting.
It's like dating. Well, we went out, but I called her. Can I break up with her in 2 days or 3 days?
How long do I wait?
Here it is. Well, he's announced, but how important is Jake? Is he 3 days important? Is he 5 days important?
Right. I know it's so, but good thing is they're still playing together, so it's still like a special thing together and announcing that. I think it's cool.
I think this whole season's been really remarkable that they get to go out on their own terms in this way.
I agree.
All right, 15-12. Will they go out on their own terms in this particular match? We will see. First set solidly to Harward and Deberg. Dig here for the A team. That ball catches the cable and the sand.
Important to note, 22 digs. That is how many Hailey Harward had the last time these two teams met, and she is already starting off with a bang. I know April Ross picking up the dig there, but I think this is really going to fall on the defensive play of Hailey Harward and also the service pressure of Deberg. We really haven't seen her get after it. Last time they met, it was 7 errors.
Yeah, because she does get after it. Her serve is nasty. It's never going up first. It's just like a back row attack indoor from the 10-foot line. She's just coming down right at you.
You got it.
Tough short serve. Klineman jousted again. Deberg, who was second in blocks in the entire season, is the blocker again. That is 3. Let's get on to Rich Lamborn in the coach's box.
All right, I got Coach Scott Davenport here. Your ladies played a great set. They've been so good defensively, especially of late. What's like one nugget you can share with us about what we're doing going into set 2 here?
Well, Hailey's done a really good job reading and just understanding some of the tendencies. So we just said, hey, sit, read, pick it up. And Kylie's been doing a really good job being disciplined at the net, so it's easy to play behind her. There's nothing spectacular. I mean, they're a fantastic team, and obviously they can turn it on at any point. We're just trying to serve space, get them in trouble a little bit off their mark, and hope it works.
Do you have any notes about kind of playing the legends and finishing, so to speak?
I told them there's more pressure on them than there is on us because it's their final couple matches. So, I mean, they're great under pressure, obviously. They have been forever, but trying to alleviate a little bit from our team, so hopefully it works.
A little bit of the these are not the droids you were looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. Thanks, Scotty.
I love that. I love that Scott makes a note of that, and that's an actual defensive tactic. Is almost both blocker, Kylie and Hailey, have the freedom to read the play for what it is. There's no commitment on what my responsibility is, and I'm stuck there. It's I get to flow and be free, and together we play at almost like this higher level. That's what, you know, I feel like the Norwegian team on the men's side does. They kind of just play ball free, and they just play every point for the situation, not necessarily a game plan.
I feel like Taylor's the closest to that.
Yes, exactly. Very free.
Taylor Crab.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I always wanted to say, let's play volleyball, not plan volleyball.
Yes.
Line was the call, angle was the hit. There was April trying to pay off that earlier one. Rally of the match thus far. Harward there again. Klineman, pretty clean opportunity. Got it.
How about the play of Alix Klineman and April Ross just groveling through this for the Wilson Volleyball play of the day. Pulling even into the angle. April, nice shift into the line. And then Hailey Harward is just on every inch of the sand. Just phenomenal defensive play as she runs down that one.
Yeah, what, she ran like a full star drill within this rally. Hey, look at Hailey. She's everywhere.
And I love that you're still aggressive, even at the last strike for Alix Klineman and the Wilson Volleyball Player of the Day. You know their lungs, their legs, everything's burning at that point.
Burning, and don't lose this rally hitting like a soft low line shot and get swatted.
Out of that, here's the last play going over the head of a late Alix Klineman from Hailey Harward, who so far is an offensive gem. Klineman, Deberg matching up once again. Klineman this time middle.
Yeah, and a little bit of a tempo change there for Alix Klineman. Not as high of a set. You could see the difference for Deberg on that block, just a little bit delayed.
Yeah, she has to be a little bit smaller, and she has to make a decision much sooner, which probably makes her a little bit more uncomfortable when Alix controls that whole scenario.
Deberg serves short, has to salvage that one, and does just that.
Little no jump, okay. Little standing hammer.
That Miles Partain out there?
Yeah, right. Just, that was crazy.
But that's the chaos, right? Even out of system.
Yeah.
And you see Alix Klineman, she's pulled more often than not in this matchup because of plays like that.
Right, when you're a team, like I love that. I'm like, they don't know what to do. They're just gonna stay or pull, they don't know.
Bad pass, Alix blocked, straight down.
Great discipline by Kylie to stay on that right side of April and not lean into the middle of the court so she has that chisel.
I mean, there's a reason she's second in blocks per set on the women's side.
Behind the call, that ball too tight and tapped down. I wonder about this team of Deberg and Harward. Will they stick together for next year? Where will they need to improve in order to take that kind of next step to win all of those sets that are 3 points apart?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it's getting gnarlier and gnarlier in the out-of-system play or off one of Hailey's digs. She gets so many. So can I just convert 1 or 2 more next season? That's the difference between winning a really intense match between like an A team and then not.
And for Deberg, I think there's even growth too in terms of kind of shifting some of her offense. She's pretty much running the same set every single time. Now it works as there's an epic scoop from Hailey Harward. So she's been offensive. However, I think there's a really high ceiling for her to kind of evolve some of that offense and some of her shot selection.
Casey, how much of that transition play is the setter as well?
Yes, that's a great point by you. The ability to land from the block and scramble, but then also lay up your defender to go put the ball away. For me, the greatest player I've ever played with was Jake Gibbon. The ability to do that with whatever garbage dig I gave him, he made it better for me.
I think we've seen it at times, including in this match, the potential for these two women to really join that international stage and represent America perhaps in 28 here in Los Angeles.
In order to do that, there has to be a jump in consistency, and that's exactly what the A team has been able to do over the last 7 years.
Right.
Everything's so purposeful, the way they train, the way they get on the court, how they approach their family life and their practices. I mean, every single competition is well thought out, including this one for the Miami Mayhem.
The pictures they take of their food, the scooter rides they go on. Yeah. Alix, they noted incredible food photographer.
You're always hungry after seeing her Instagram.
Harward, nobody up. Nice retreating play by Klineman, blocked again.
And we will switch sides, 8-7 for the Dallas Dream.
How did we get here? 8 teams started out the season vying for a spot in the championship. San Diego Smash were a late entry. They really gave that end of season push to get into the postseason. The Mayhem, of course, secured it. They had to kind of play for their lives at one point. And then we have 2 teams that have been pretty dominant in the New York Nitro as a whole and the Dallas Dream on the men's side.
The New York Nitro and the Dallas Dream have been phenomenal, and the Nitro, especially when you consider just the strength of both their men's and their women's teams combined, that's why they're at that #1 spot, whereas the Dallas Dream, it was a little bit more lopsided with the men going undefeated.
Hope you're enjoying our matches tonight. We will set our 3rd place as well as our championship showdown. It'll be on CBS Sports Network.
for the win. And I'll tell you more about the Golden Set.
We will be on at 3 p.m. Pacific time on CBS Sports Network if you want to check us out for that championship match. We're looking forward to seeing who wins those championship belts. Thank goodness we've got championship belts finally.
I'm so bummed right now. I just want to be out there.
We'll get you a replica case. We'll buy you one. I got you.
Come out like Macho Man. Oh yeah, got my belt on. Oh, that'd be amazing.
All right, 8-8 here in the second set. Where does it go? Oh, that's a nice play. Deberg once again.
I love the Hailey Harward, are you not entertained celebration. Like the constant throwdown of the hands and scream across.
Half in relief, like thank you, because I shanked that, and
half in disbelief.
Yeah,
half relief, half disbelief.
Yeah. Can we get her a visor sponsor with a lock-on mechanism too? That visor spent a lot of time in the sand here. Line through her partner, nearly had it. Harward almost coming up with an impossible dig.
Goes to show just having that almost float type defense. She even reads that because she's not locked in it. I'm only responsible for this and hope I can get other things. She's just kind of reading the play for what it is and seeing that it was tight.
That ball right down the middle. Harward will take it. And the hot dog suit with the kill.
Once again, Hailey and Kylie finding a way.
Now, would this go well with the Hailey Harward hot dog suit that she wore for a couple of years to support the men down there at Long Beach?
It'd actually be perfect.
Look at that. That is an amazing belt. Well done by the AVP League.
I want that so bad.
If we don't have it later to give to the players, we will know whose bag to check.
Yes. What do you mean, guys? No, this isn't my bag.
Cash, run!
Yeah, run, guy, run. Take it.
Really nice little push here from the Miami Mayhem, and it's starting with the service pressure. I love this tool, but the last several points, they've had a bit more of an emphasis serving the sidelines and getting the Dallas Dream just enough out of system.
Can they capitalize here? Of course, they're going to need to push it best of 3. A little bit of line contact there for Alix Klineman as she served. Leaning in and going out is Harward. April is there, but cannot cover herself. Hailey Harward has been dominant. Along with Deberg at the net. Wow.
It's incredible. And that Kylie immediately after the rally, she foot faulted. She's calling it out.
I think she's right.
Yeah, I think so too. There was definitely a little bit of a trick there on the back of the line, but I'm impressed with the alignment from Deberg on the block. Against April Ross, she's right in the right spot.
Also worth noting, they had both the dispute at the end of the first set where she didn't feel like she netted. Deberg said she didn't. Moved on, won the set. Just now, a little bit of a dispute. Moved on, continued to play.
Yeah, that's a huge addition in your future international game. You got to have that almost more than you do here because they do not want to talk to you. They are like robotic refs. So your ability to recover quick is huge.
French fries on the board here in the second. They're trying to work that middle. It'll find Deberg this time. Big high set, nobody up. Well, April was camping down the middle.
Yeah, she's just sitting there waiting.
Good run for Harward, nobody up. Klineman struggling with the retreating. Normally she makes a lot of those plays.
Well, yes, she makes those plays, but the amount that she's pulling off the net is far more than I have seen through any of the league performances thus far. I mean, how many times has she pulled off the net? What,
6 or 7
75?
times. Yeah, I would say she should, in my opinion, she did a really good job when she pulled earlier, got stopped, and then made a play. But again, that's the wrinkle of the timing of these sets and the out-of-system-ish feel.
A little show and take there. Harward again. And she's got it. Hailey Harward, owner of 2 master's degrees and maybe a 3rd in the sport of volleyball shortly.
But see, like that play there where Alix stays up and then gets tooled. So now you're like, okay, I'm frustrated when I pull because she's getting her way out of it. And then when I stay up, she's sliming her way through it. So that's when you're kind of trying to settle in and just trust maybe a system and let's just have a game plan and just follow.
And timeout called because it's 13-11. The Dallas Dream taking control of this second set. Now remember, it isn't all resting on this women's matchup. We're going to go to the men's matchup next. So we won't know if this is the final match for the A team or not if they lose the second set.
Well, and there will be a third place match tomorrow too. So for the losers of both of the semifinals, they will face off tomorrow before the championships for a third place, where, by the way, you do get more money finishing at third versus fourth.
A smaller belt.
Rich. Smaller belt.
Crab, what are we thinking here? It's a little bit of a nail-biting type situation, because if your ladies go down, a little more added pressure on your match coming up.
Yeah, a little more work for us to do, but still some time left in this match. I got a lot of faith in April and Alix. I know they can come back from any team.
You sending any kind of positive juju, some Hawaiian vibes?
Definitely, you know. One side out here, and I'm gonna call a real point right after the side out. I'm gonna call it.
You heard it here first. Miami Mayhem coming back.
How do they do it? How do they come back right now, Case?
Yeah, I feel like, one, it comes down to serving maybe some different lineup on different space to serve, and then let's play to a specific tendency. Maybe Alix stay up and let April kind of play free behind her and make Hailey and Kylie maybe overthink what they're going to do, and maybe something comes from that. And I think that's where the trust and the history together, that's where it really starts to tighten up again.
So with the serve at 13-11, Dallas Dream having won the first set. Harward at the line. Working on Klineman. And it is the Deberg show.
What a jump and press. And there's that delayed block just enough. She made that quick little adjustment to be explosive from the bottom, and it pays off huge.
Set point, Dallas Dream. Back to Klineman, same matchup. This time a little bit higher, and the side out is there.
Never twice, never twice. I love that swing. And I love Kylie's block before that. I would have gone and done the same thing, because I know April's, her bread and butter's that high three-quarter spot at like the 10-foot line angle.
14-12, second match ball. Harward, nice scoop. Nobody up. Down the line, that'll do it. Another pulling dig. Missed, and another set one. The Dallas Dream 2-0.
Really impressive performance all around. We noted not many blocks the last time they met. However, Deberg was a force to be reckoned with from a defensive standpoint. And then Hailey Harward, really solid job on making sure she was terminal when she had the opportunity.
Agree. She put away the balls that she needs to put away to go full circle back to, hey, international potential. That's the type of offense you need in those transition plays off digs, and to be able to execute when you got a big blocker that's pulling.
You want to play your best volleyball at the end of a season, at the end of a championship run. They do that, get their first win in 2 this year.
And it's a huge opportunity too, having taken down the A team, not just once this season, but now twice. Talk about a confidence booster heading into the next year.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, let's do this. We need to do this full time.
Solid statement made, 15-12, 15-12. Mark Sherman with the winners.
Here with our winners, Hailey and Kylie. Okay, look, in that second set, you maintain that 1-point lead. They kept tying it up. There were some long rallies. You guys always found a way to win those long rallies against the A team. Talk about the focus. What was the key to winning those long rallies, Hailey?
Wow, well, April and Alix are just incredible. They're legends, so we knew we had to really be on our game. So we were just trying to communicate really clearly on what our jobs were and just trying to stick to that.
Well, you guys stuck to it. It looks, Kylie, you were dialed in. Like, I can't tell if you just finished the match. Like, you're so focused. You're so, like, don't be shy. No, it was great. You were fantastic, Kylie. Kylie, you were really good. Wasn't she, everybody? How good was Kylie Deberg in that match? And now you got your guys. If they win this match, you're going to the championship. Were you locked in? Because you look locked in.
Yeah.
What was the key to winning that one, taking on a team like April and Alix in their final weekend?
Having these people in my box, yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kylie, a fantastic player. Give it up for Kylie Deberg. And actually, hold on. Are we emotional right now? Are we feeling good, Kylie? A little bit?
Some family stuff. Kylie was playing for more than just herself tonight, and she absolutely killed it.
Kylie, Congratulations. You were awesome. Playing for more than just yourself. Playing for your family. Give it up for Kylie, everybody, and Hailey. What a match by those two.
Want to give a special shout to Kylie Deberg and the rest of the family as she has been dealing with a bit of loss. Grandma passed away, so we want to send all the well wishes to Kylie Deberg and family. Obviously playing for her and a bit emotional with a massive win tonight.
Yeah, a fun way to honor your family and a fun way to start the championships. The end of their beach season for the year with a solid victory, 15-12, 15-12 over the A team. Dallas Dream taking on the Miami Mayhem. Tough one for Alix and April. They will be back for a match tomorrow. The question is, which match will it be? That will be determined as their men take the sand. And keep in mind, we could yet see them in a golden set. We'll have more on that when we get back to our men's match. Dream Mayhem on the men's side to decide who goes to the finals. Coming up next.